You're watching Trending this week, and what a week it's been, from criminal politicians being chased for murder charges to the huge hoopla of International Women's Day. It's ironic that on this day we hear news of the Suryanelli gang rape victims' family being barred from their church. So what role does religion play in gender issues? Do they perpetuate some anti-women practices? Or is the problem just with interpretation of religion? We'll have a stellar panel discussing that in just a bit. Also, a don't miss, the 12-year-old Neha Ramu, who's brighter than Bill Gates. Find out what genius is all about. That's coming up, a special interview with her that's coming up on the show. But first, let's take a look at what Women's Day was about. It's a mixed bag, really, with some government promises and some bad news.
There is an issue whether the age of consent should be 18 or 16. That is why there is a cabinet. In the cabinet, this will be resolved after a few minutes of discussion. The bill will be cleared by cabinet as early as possible.
At number 5, the politicians' promise from a debate in Lok Sabha to Sonia Gandhi and Chidambaram. They have all promised strong laws to protect women, but it remains an illusion till now.
We don't want all this Stree Shakti, language. We don't want any puja. We don't want any worship. We want that our rights should be, and our autonomy and our freedom, our equality should be protected.
At number 4, women's activists continue to take their anger to the streets post-December 16th, but is anybody listening? At number 3, the Maharashtra government, to mark Women's Day, has proposed allowing children of single mums to take their mother's surname. But remember, it's just a proposal till now. At number 2, 2 teachers were arrested in Madurai for sexually harassing students. 3 Class 8 girls complained of verbal and physical abuse in the classroom, a reminder that abuse is common by those who are known and in a position of trust.
How father of the victim would never miss a Sunday as much as possible. The family has not visited this church since past few weeks. Does the church or any religious institution have the right to advise or ask any of their followers to stay away from the church?
So that brings us to a topic. Is religion anti-women, or is there a problem with interpretation of it? Our guest this evening, we have in studio Father Dominic Emmanuel. He's the spokesperson for Delhi Catholic Church. We have Kavita Krishnan, who's a women's activist, taken up the case after December 16th. We also have from Trivandrum, Rahul Ishwar. He is the spokesperson of Sabrimala Temple. If I can start with you, Father Dominic, as nobody from the church in Kerala wanted to gay. So just speaking for the church, what do you think, because the girl has stopped going because she felt that she didn't get any support. She hasn't been going for 3 years now, the Suryanelli victim. Her family was also advised. I know that they said officially, they're saying there's no such order, but her family was advised, called an advice that perhaps you shouldn't come because people are recognizing you. Do you think, how do you explain this?
No, I do not agree at all that anybody would be told not to come to the church. Church is open for everyone and everybody is welcome. And I have just learned that AsiaNet is running a flash, the ticker, that they're denying that such an order or such a thing was passed.
Officially they are. There's no official order like this.
Yeah.
But the family wouldn't be lying, Father.
No, family may not be lying and won't be lying. But maybe the way it was, they understood it. And what they were told exactly, we do not know. I do not know.
They were advised not to come because they were being recognized.
I'm not sure if that was exactly what they were told.
Okay.
But maybe what the priest might have said is to keep low profile.
Why?
Because people.
Why?
No,
why should he keep a low profile?
I don't know whether it has
why?
been told.
But even if that is your defense, I mean, that's
No,
amazing.
I'm not defending at all.
No, but why should she be asked to keep a low profile? Has she done anything to be ashamed?
Has she done anything to be ashamed? On the contrary, I am saying that such an order cannot be passed.
Okay,
no, but
and
why
that is
should
what
she
the
keep a
diocese
low
is saying.
profile?
Okay, let me just
No,
change.
I am just trying to interpret since she's asking.
Let
I'm
me
not
ask you,
saying I'm not
whatever it is,
defending
Father
anyone.
Dominic, shouldn't that be condemned?
No, I'm not defending
Let me just ask you in a
anyone.
different way, Father Dominic. The girl hasn't been going for 3 years. Obviously, it's a religious family.
On the contrary, I have read in the paper that the only solace these people had was the church.
Yes, so I wanted to ask you if they had solace through the church. the fact that the girl wasn't also coming because she had been taunted and she'd been gay. Do you think
is that the church's fault if she was taunted?
No, I'm just asking you.
It is a society's fault.
Should the church take a bit more responsibility and in speaking and perhaps counseling people and giving them support? Do you think the church could have played a more positive role?
That is what the paper I read today said, that they found the solace only in the church.
I saw what she said in an interview.
What did she say?
That interview moved me a lot, because in the last line it said, it's only my faith that has kept me going. But she said, while saying that this is despite the fact that in all of Kerala, not a single mass has been said for me, Not a single mass has been said for me, for my support, but in spite of that, you know, I am someone who believes in, you know, I have faith, all right. So this is what I'm saying, even where someone has faith, all right. But if the church or someone in the church feels that they can actually tell her, you keep a low profile, because, you know, in a sense, giving her an idea that she has something to be ashamed about, rather than giving her.
That faith has been nurtured by the church.
I don't know about that.
No,
she said
you do not know about that.
Let's broad-base this discussion.
Is this
by
kind of
bringing
support?
in other people as well?
Exactly.
And Rahul Ishwar, as you know, you're part of the Sabrimala temple. Do you think religion now and religious leaders perhaps have to take on more responsibility to ensure and perhaps play a much more positive role in ensuring, you know, a level playing field for women?
Two things, ma'am. One, Indian culture and all religions believe that females were higher. That's the reason why we didn't speak about male-female equality, because we thought women are higher. Having said that, even though we said so, there were many lapses from our part, from the part of religion, from the part of conservatives. There have been lapses. But fundamentally, we always respected women. We had higher regard for them. Second point, the father may be politically correct and afraid to defend the church, but the ground reality of the situation is different. I have spoken to some church leaders here. The father who told the girl and her mother was that, see, when you come here, she may be subjected to ridicule. This father, I don't hold a brief for the church, but having said that, the father told in good intention that if she is coming here, the other people might taunt you, other people might ridicule you. You can, hold on. You can definitely argue the father could have counseled the other people in a better manner.
No, what
but it was out
Why
of care,
should she be
it was
told
out of right intention that the
How
father
is this
said
a
so.
defense? How is this a defense? I mean, this is appalling that you're able to come on national television and say that, oh, all he did was to tell her that you'll be subjected to ridicule.